handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nagkaalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nagkaalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nagkaalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nagkaalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nagkaalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nagkaalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nagkaalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nagkaalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, Kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
A lot of history has been made in this venue, the Brezigyao Convention Center in the city of San Fernando, Pampanga. Good day, Philippines! Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. My name is Ati Servino, live and direct here at the venue, bringing you another important chapter. Yes, another important chapter in Philippine basketball history unfolds with the very first professional game of the National Basketball League. Yes, they are the newest professional league in the Philippines, sanctioned and supervised by the Games and Amusements Board. Our game at hand, we have the Bulacan, the Mayang Filipino Republicans, taking on the challenge of the Sulungstan District 1 and 4 Spartan, coming all the way from the province of Quezon. And we'll check our tournament format for this season, this first professional season. It has attracted 11 teams. Among them, the teams that are playing now, we have the La Union Power, the Laguna Pistons, the Mindoro Tamaraos Disciplinados, and of course you see all the others on the screen. Meanwhile, our tournament format, it will be a single round between all 11 teams. That means they play 10 times each. They play 10 games each, and after that we'll proceed to the finals, which is of course written in detail on your screen. On your screen, that's the Sulungstan Spartans, led by Coach Mel Alas. And that's the lineup of the Spartan. Some familiar names, some familiar surnames on that lineup. Of course, we'll discuss them one by one later on as the game unfolds. Meanwhile, here is the Bulacan Republicans. You can say somewhat of a home court advantage. Of course, they are led by their very young coach, Paul John Macapagal. Of course, Bulacan is just beside Pampanga, where we are right now. And of course, their home court. Again, some familiar names also on the Bulacan lineup, and we will discuss them as the game unfolds. Meanwhile, again, a good shot of the Brezigyao Convention Center. And of course, ito, sila ang batas ng NBL sa larong ito. Our referees for this game, under of course our commissioner Edward Aquino. And now we bring you our Coliseum Barker for the starting lineups.
Filipino Republicans. One guard, number 4, Christian Nescio. Coming in at center, number 10, Joseph Celso. Power forward, number 11, Ernest Reyes. Starting at guard, number 13, Paulo Andres. Small forward, number 19, Dominic Fajardo. Bulacan, Mayang Filipino Republicans is led by Popo Macapagal. And here's the starting unit for the Spartans, Sulungstan District 1 and 4. Playing center number 6, Jumilson Portales. One guard number 7, Jude Bakay. Small forward number 8, Ken Guillab. Shooting guard number 15, Kenneth Mercado. Power forward number 18, Arvin Barakael. Spartan Sulungstan District 1 and 4 head coaches Mel Alas. Referees for this ball game are Jerry Borja, Melchor Masaga, and Carlo Vergara. Fourth man is Jason Pipinoso. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. NBL German Scout Season 2004.
And we're underway here at San Fernando. First possession by the Spartan. And remember, ang Chooks-to-Go Pilipinas NBL ay hatid sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan, garantisadong zero antibiotics. First attack to the basket is a trouble. This is the point guard, June Bakay. Alright, first possession here by the Republicans. And again, Chooks-to-Go Pilipinas NBL ay hatid sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan, garantisadong zero antibiotics. So Christian Nesho out of Bulacan State University, the first basket in this ball game. Oh, nice move there by Bakay. Let's see if we can translate that into points. Barakael, of course, he is the younger brother of Mac Barakael. Oh, block! Bulacan asserting their height advantage, and the block triggers a fast break. Ernest Reyes with the block and the layup. Wow! So another failed offensive here for the Spartan. Look at this. See, Ernest Reyes blocked the shot and he sprinted down in transition, and he was rewarded with the layup. The assist. Celso. Oh, I know this guy very well. Oh! What a block. But the ball stays with the Republicans. Nesho for three. No. Soaring rebound by the Spartan. Bounce pass. Oh, well read by the defense. Reyes in transition again. Second transition layup for Ernest Reyes. It's now a 6-0 lead for the Republicans. No score yet for the Spartan. Oh, extra pass, no good. And Celso with the emphatic rebound. Nesho. Reyes is the hot man right now. Fajardo. Three bomb is no good. Spartan trying to look for their first points. Jumper. Still no goal, no points for Sulong Stan. Nesho. Feast Reyes. Reyes sees the mismatch. And with that, Coach Mel Alas has seen enough. He calls a timeout, but before that, look at this. Very unselfish play by Christian Nesho, rewarding Ernest Reyes. And we'll be back on another angle. And we'll be back for the rest of this ball game. You're watching the 2021 Chooks-to-Go NBL. Patay.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah.
A jackrabbit start, to say the least, for the Bulacan Republicans over the the Sulong Stan Spartan. All right, Bakay. Hopefully this timeout will work wonders and wake them up. They cannot allow the Republicans to stretch this lead any further. They don't want to dig an early hole. Air ball. Rebound by Nesho. Nesho will set up the play. Jumper. No good. Rebound Spartan. Bakay! Oh, Bakay is hammered. So I guess that should emphasize how serious Bulacan is. You know, even if they're leading 8-0, and you can only just imagine what's running through the mind of Coach Mel Alas. Okay, chance now for Spartan to enter the scoring. Yes, finally. June Bakay gives some points for Spartan. But then again, if you're the Spartan, you want field goals, so you cannot just survive on free throws. Split there by Bakay. And the rebound is collected by Nesho. Nesho is an energy bunny. It's back with Nesho. Handoff is tapped, but it's still with the Republicans. Oh! Wow! I didn't know Joseph Celso can hit the three-point shot. Well, that's the thing. You improve every year. You bring in something new to your game every year, and Joseph Celso is doing that. 11-1. No field goals yet for Quezon. And we spoke to Zoon. Bulacan with the first field goal finally after over 2 minutes. A field goal for Sulong Stan. Celso! Celso again! Celso asserting his height and health advantage. 5 points in the game now for Joseph Celso. Of course, Celso is a former Mythical 5 award here in the NBL. Offensive foul is called on the Spartan. So now Coach Alas going to his bench for some substitutes. Meanwhile, Joseph Celso, I don't know, but he has added a three-point shot to his arsenal. And finally, the first field goal of Stan, courtesy of Bulacan. So substitutes in the game now for the Spartan. Three-pointer on the way is short. Attacking. Oh, steal. Cruz to Nesho. Nesho with the speed. Christian Nesho. Oh boy. 15-3. This kid was good with the Bulacan State gold gear, and he is surely, he promises to be even better as a pro with the Republicans. Nesho again. Bounce pass. Extra pass! Oh, but rebound Celso. But look at how Bulacan is asserting their height and health advantage. You got the Twin Towers. Oh, a sportsmanlike foul. Well, after a good start by Bulacan, this is suddenly a damper to their game with a sportsmanlike foul. Let's see. All right, Bulacan with the attack. Oh, a nudge. A nudge by Celso. Oh, yes, that is an unsportsmanlike foul. Very dangerous foul there by Joseph Celso. And we can see that Bulacan has grown a beard ever since the one-on-one tournament last May, where he played, he represented his team. Of course, he lost his match to Raymart Amil of the Laguna Pistons. See on your screen there, Coach Macapagal of Bulacan. Of course, our two coaches are very contrasting. Coach Alas, Coach Mel Alas is a veteran coach. He's been around. Meanwhile, the coach of Bulacan, Coach Macapagal, is a newbie coach. Why do I say that? Because just a year ago, he was still a varsity player for the STI Balagtas team, and now he is already a coach. So because of this, Joseph Celso will have to sit down for 3 minutes as punishment for his unsportsmanlike foul. Well, too bad because you know that twin tower combination with J.M. Cruz looks very potent for Bulacan. So now the basket will count for Balacael, and at the same time, he will be given free throw. So one free throw for Marvin Balacael. His kuya is Marnel or Mac Balacael. So ball possession will stay with the white shirts of Sulong Stan. Sanggalang will do the inbound honors. Oh, so we have a whistle. Wait. Okay. Let's start now. Okay, we can now start. Referees are just clarifying matters. So Sanggalang will do the inbound. Balacael has it. They move the ball around. A lot of open white shirts, but the ball taking time to reach them as Cruz. Bulacan with the steal. Three-pointer, no. And again, I will say this again, Bulacan, very obvious with the height advantage. J.M. Cruz crashing the boards. Of course, we remember J.M. Cruz. All right, we have a timeout, and we'll be back for the rest of this first quarter. Stay with us. You're watching the Chooks-to-Go NBL.
Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan.
A commanding early 9-point lead for the Bulacan Republicans. They're the team in blue. Of course, they are against the Sulong Stan SparTANs of District 1 and 4 of the province of Quezon. Baseline inbound. Oh, taking too much time. Too much time. And that is a turnover. That is a turnover for the Republicans. Charge that to Ron Kamwa. Kamwa now hounding the ball carrier, and Kamwa with the foul. I first saw Kamwa when he was playing for Jose Rizal University. Their high school team. Stepping on the line, it's going to be Bulacan basketball. Of course, expect Quezon, expect Sulong Stan to make adjustments in the second quarter. They should not allow Bulacan to add to this lead. First foul on the substitute, Jaymar Calvario. 14 on the shot clock here for the Republicans. Their home court, the Bulacan Capital Gymnasium in Malolo City. Of course, we hope to play there very soon once the authorities allow. Of course, this game is under the sanction and supervision of the Games and Amusements Board headed by the Honorable Chairman Abraham Mitra. Three-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound, well, without looking at the statistics, it is very clear. Bulacan is dominating the boards with a capital D. Another triple for the Republicans. Cruz clears it, but a white shirt is on the floor. Who's it against? Let's take a look. Extra pass. Extra pass. You know, you will never go wrong, I tell you. You will never go wrong with the extra pass, and Kenneth Reyes finds the three-point shot there. Of course, there are two Reyeses on the Republicans, Kenneth and Ernest. Whoa! Beautiful layup, but Orteliano, good thing he knows how to cushion his fall. Kamwa with the ball. Kamwa, hunted by the defense, is being pushed back. They're having a hard time moving the ball forward. Slice! Ah, 2 more points. Ryan Opelio, oh, I like this young man, Ryan Spencer Opelio, one of the top players of STI Balagtas. Napakagaling na bata, Ryan Spencer Opelio. Of course, he was a teammate of Coach Macapagal last year. Finally, Sulong stand in double figures, but still a 20-10 lead for Bulacan. Willis again, look at that, a good move to the basket by Ryan Spencer Opelio out of STI Balagtas. Okay, Opelio. Good. You know one thing about Opelio, they had in STI, they have a tournament involving all the campuses all over the Philippines. And Opelio was the MVP of that tournament. So think about it, there are so many STIs in almost all the big cities in the Philippines. And the STI Balagtas won that tournament. Tw 22-10 is our score. Sounds like an old cell phone. Good pass, good recognition. Bakay collecting with Baracael. 22-12, 10 is the lead of Bulacan. Opelio. Back to Opelio. Shot clock down to 5, 4. They have to fire under pressure. Ball tap, won by the white shirts. Baracael in transition. Oh, he had dunk on his mind. But will set up with the 2 points. Yes, he likes that. He definitely likes that. And we have a timeout. But before that, look at this beautiful, inspiring layup by Marvin Baracael. Yep, he loves it. He loves it. Another angle. And we'll be back. You're watching the Chooks-to-Go NBL.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Atin Servillo here at the Bren Convention Center. Our game at hand, the Bulacan Republicans with a 22-14 lead over the Sulungstan Spartan of District 1 and 4 of Quezon. Our score again, 22-14, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the ball game. Bulacan with possession. Joseph Celso is back after serving his 3-minute punishment for the unsportsmanlike foul earlier. And Celso announcing his return with a basket. So Celso big up for lost time. Meanwhile, floater is good for June Bakay. You can say now that the Spartan, they are now settling down. But of course, that was a good start by Bulacan. That is serving them well up to now. But then again, they should not relax because Quezon now seems to be settling down, and that should be a good sign for the exciting second half. At the line, Dominic Fajardo, the very first most valuable player of the Universities and Colleges Basketball League out of the Bulacan State University. Again, isa pang magaling itong si Fajardo. Of course, no, you don't just win MVP for nothing. His MVP award speaks a lot about his talent. You know, the Bulacan State Gold Gear, their head coach, a good friend of mine, Coach Antonino Tayao. So, Balakel now with the leather. And the basket is good for Reggie Amandi. Again, warning here for Bulacan. Sulungstan is settling down. They should not relax. Meanwhile, Amandi with the second foul. Here's that shot by Amandi. Good recognition on the part of Marvin Balacael. So Amandi now, after that shot, commits a foul. He will send Joseph Celso to the line. You know, I've been watching Joseph Celso for some time, and you know, I've been following him in his collegiate career. Of course, first met him when he was with Centro Escolar, then transferred to AMA. Oh, what a block! But that's a foul. Yes, that's a foul. An obvious foul there by Celso. But the foul, luckily for Celso, there was contact underneath by Ernest Reyes. So, sort of a reprieve there for Celso. At the line, John Joseph Batilo. Meanwhile, a new player here for Coach Mel Alas. This is number 8, Kenneth. Yep. He spells his name Khenth. So I'm going to read it properly. Khenth. Khenth Giab. Reyes to Celso. They need to give it to a guard. All right, Nesho. Okay. Steal here. Rare turnover here by the Republicans. Balacael fires a pass underneath. And Batillo rewarding his confidence with those 2 points. Quick response by the Republicans. Chance now for Quezon to inch closer. And Bakay. Spartan. They are now behind by only 4. Reyes, thinking about it, fires it out. Celso, not ready to receive. Ball is loose, and ball will stay with the blue shirts of Bulacan. Last touch on a white shirt from Sulungstan. Of course, Sulungstan is owned by no less than the Honorable Representative Helen Tan of the province of Quezon. And Representative Tan is also a medical doctor. Bakay shakes up his defenders. Oh, again, very auspicious move. Giyab with 2 points. You won't miss Giyab with his golden hair. Reyes, too strong. Cleared by Bakay. Bakay pushing it. And time will run out. So after a good start, we have a ball game. Our score, 27-25. Only a 2-point lead for the Bulacan DF Republicans. Again, our score, that 27-25. We'll be back. You're watching the Chooks-to-Go NBL Chairman's Cup 2021. Stay there, please.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Back to live action. That beautiful assist and layup by the Bulacan Republicans. Meanwhile, Barakael punching the hoop with his field goal. Extra pass. Reyes with the 3-point shot. One more here. Look at this. Barakael still. Oh, he wanted to dunk that, and he really liked that shot. Yes. Push to the heart for Marvin Barakael. Second quarter now underway. Anthony Servino here, live and direct at courtside of the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Good start by Bulacan Republicans, but now the Sulong Stan SparTAN roaring back. They are now behind by only 2 points, 27-25. Well, you can say the substitutes of Coach Mel Alas doing wonders for their cause. It has been the substitutes that have brought back the SparTAN to life. So how will Bulacan respond? Celso could not handle it, but the ball will stay with the Republicans. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline inbound by Nesho. 3-pointer. Yes! Wow, that was a very timely 3-pointer for the Republicans, and their lead is back to 5. Meanwhile, a very brave basket for the SparTAN. Explosive move to the hoop by the SparTAN. And let's check some stats. Meanwhile, Mercado for his bonus. Yes! So back to a 2-point lead for the Republicans. Of course, Ernest Reyes with 9 points in that first quarter, followed by Celso with 5. Meanwhile, Bakay with 5 and Balakel with 9 for Sulong Stan in that first quarter. A held ball. Referees are quick to separate and prevent the action from escalating any further. Of course, we had a sportsmanlike foul earlier by Joseph Celso. So it'll be a jump near the Sulong Stan basket. Won by the Spartan. Giyab for three. Yes! And don't look now. This is the first lead ever. The first lead ever for the Spartan on that triple by Kent Giyab. Oh, the Republicans are suddenly at a loss. They don't know what hit them. Of course, you know, after controlling the game, this entire contest suddenly, look, Fajardo just taps it to Giyab, and Giyab, no one to cover Giyab for that open three-pointer. First lead ever for Sulong Stan. And with that, they increased their lead with that free throw, 32-30. JM Cruz will come in to give Joseph Celso a rest now. Coach Macapagal not opting to go for his twin tower combination, maybe later. Of course, JM Cruz, another player of STI Balagtas. Nesho! Yeah. And a good tip in by JM Cruz. That's John Michael Cruz. We are tied at 32. Not anymore! And Bakay with the basket. Lead us back with the Spartan. Oh, we have a shootout here at Brengyao. Lead is back to the Republic. Well, that happens, you know, when the teams have settled down. Their shooting form is now in mid-season form. All right, ball will go the way of the Republicans. By the way, remember guys, sa ating rebounder ng bayan, Kai Soto, selyadong ilalim kay, si JM Cruz with that offensive rebound. Selyadong ilalim kay JM, ang ating rebounder ng bayan. Natin sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan at tandaan. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Oh, another rebound, offensive rebound by JM Cruz. Well, I guess we can, that sort of, you know, did magic to the game of JM Cruz. Rebounder ng bayan. JM Cruz. You know, before playing for STI, JM played for St. Francis of Assisi in Las Piñas. Hello to Coach Gabby Velasco and Coach Christopher Villamayor, who are watching right now. Yep. So, because of the rebounder ng bayan, JM Cruz, 3 points is the lead of the Bulacan Republicans. JM Cruz, reverse, and he has hacked. He will go to the line. So, this is a good rotation by Coach Macapagal. And the foul is on Marvin Balacael, his second foul. We can say that Coach Macapagal knows JM Cruz very well because, like what I said, Coach Macapagal is fresh of finishing his college playing career with STI Bulacan. And Coach Macapagal was teammates with JM Cruz and Ryan Operio. Who knows, Coach Macapagal can still play, but I guess his calling right now is coaching. Bata pa si Coach, kagagraduate lang. Lead of Bulacan now up to 5. After, okay, we have a turnover. Nesho on 5th gear! Oh no! We have a foul. Falls on Mercado, number 2 for Mercado. So we're going to take a look at our free throw shooter, Christian Nesho. Like what I said, a product of the Bulacan State University Gold Year in Malolo City. We have a violation there, so that means a replacement free throw for Christian. One is good. Baka will take a rest, and Edmar Orteliano will come back. Orteliano, another energy bunny for Coach Mel Alas. Instant energy. It's like drinking a extra strong coffee. Giyab. Posting up. Series of moves. Movement without the ball, and Balacael. Balacael really doing his best to lift the Spartan. Meanwhile, Bulacan continues to attack the basket. Ball is on Portales, so that will send Ernest Reyes to the line. But by the way, you know, Ernest, our free throw shooter, Ernest, his second name is Efren. But of course, you know, there is only one. We would rather call him Ernest because, you know, there's only one Efren Bata Reyes, of course, the pride of Pampanga, where we are right now. Of course, Efren Reyes, the legend of billiards. This is Ernest Reyes. And you notice, Ernest Reyes, for his size and his physique, he moves very well. He can run the floor. He has good moves. It is also he has a reliable shooting touch. And as we speak, we jinx him. It's 2021 and it still works. The broadcaster's curse. Meanwhile, a stop there by the Republicans, and in transition, layup is weak, cleared by the Spartan. Extra pass to the trailing Giyab! And no, the basket will not count. An offensive foul on Giyab. Let's see why. All right, a good pass. That was a very good pass by his teammate, but oh yes, Giyab warded off with his offhand. That's very clear. Good call by our referees. Okay, we have a violation, a backing violation. Meanwhile, Andres will check in for the Republicans. It says on your screen, DF Republicans, and DF means Damayang Filipino, okay? They are the Damayang Filipino Republicans. Of course, the team is owned and by no less than the Honorable Governor of the Province of Bulacan, the Honorable Daniel Fernando. And hopefully, when we get to play in Bulacan, we will get to meet Governor Fernando in person. Oh, Balacael! Sulong Stan will live and die with Marvin Balacael. Meanwhile, a counter. No good. Ball tap. Won by the white shirts. They are just behind by 2 points. Stepping on the line. Yes, we saw that from our angle. See, Gagan took a back step, tried to build momentum towards the basket, but he did not see that his heel was already on the white line. So chance now for the Republicans to pad their lead. 2 defenders, and that is surely a foul. But then again, you know, credit the discipline being shown by the defense of Quezon, of the Sulungstan Spartan. Of course, they are representing. Oh boy, another Manok ng Bayan free throw. This time, our Olympian Yumir Felix Marshall. These free throws are brought to you by Chooks-to-Go. 100% zero antibiotics. Ang nag-iisang Manok ng Bayan. And after this game, I will go and eat Chooks-to-Go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Yes, this game is really making me very hungry with this quality of action being shown by both teams. And I can eat. I tell you, I can eat a whole Chooks-to-Go after this game. I will not eat rice because I am on a diet. I can eat the whole Chooks-to-Go, I tell you. Kasi nga, masarap kahit walang sauce. Oh, spin move! Fajardo, Dominic Fajardo with the 2 points. Lead up to 6. Hustle! And Cruz saving it. And an offensive foul. Over-eager in that drive by the other Reyes. This is Kenneth Reyes. You see? Look at that. Chibog of the game. Our move of the game. Ito ang malupit na chibog of the game. Of course, that defensive stance of Spartan natin sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go, ang nag-iisang Manok ng Bayan. Alright kids, you know, watch that last sequence. You know, the thing that we're highlighting there is the defensive stance of Stan. Okay? That is how to fish an offensive foul from your man. Of course, it takes special talent and experience to do a move like that. Okay, we have some discussion here between our referees and the table officials. Of course, that's our score, 45-39, 6:29 left here in the first half. Okay, so our referees have clarified that last sequence. Okay, so we will sort this out. There's on your screen, Coach Mel Alas. Of course, the Alas family, the family of Coach Mel, they are from Quezon province. Let's see. Here's that last sequence. All right, this is Kenneth Reyes rather. He barges into his defender and is called for an offensive foul. Okay. So, of course, earlier we talked about our move of the game. We talked about how you are supposed to hold your defense and get your man, get the offensive player to commit an offensive foul. Well, until now, it seems that Kenneth Reyes cannot believe, because it seems the referees are changing the call. Let's wait for the announcement of our Coliseum Barker.
Offensive foul on number 8, Kenneth Reyes. Foul on number 21, resulting in a jump ball.
So it seems, based on what our Coliseum announcer said, there were 2 fouls committed at the same time. Okay, an offensive foul on Reyes and a foul on his defender. So, so this will mean a jump ball at center circle. Okay, they will jump it now at center court. Ball won by the Spartan, but it goes to Bulacan. That was quite a long discussion we had there, but Cruz with the 2 points. J.M. Cruz. Three by game is blocked! What a block! A public display of rejection by the Bulacan Republicans. And that block, that manok ng bayan block, Mayor Isko Moreno, ay ang harap-harapang butatan na yan ay atid sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Wow! Meanwhile, Mercado puts 2 points to his name. Lead is down to 6. Cruz is making a living underneath. And that's the right mindset. That's the right mindset for J.M. Cruz. You know that you are, without a doubt, the tallest player on the court right now. So might as well take advantage. We have a timeout called, and we'll be back for the remaining 5:43. That's our score. Stay with us, you're watching the Chooks.
Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang.
Welcome back to the live action. Let's look at some highlights of Marvin Baracael. 14 points and 3 assists for Marvin. And of course, Marvin has been doing his best to keep his Spartan team in contention. Look at that. Baracael just willing. No, he is lifting his team. At the line, J.M. Cruz, of course, Baracael taking a much-needed breather. Cruz missing his first free throw there. Second free throw coming here for John Michael or J.M. Cruz. Oh, 2 misses. But look at that, he tracks it back and they keep possession. And the foul is called on a Bulacan Republican. It's on Nesho. First Olia, believe it or not, that's the first foul on Christian Nesho. So after that, you can call it scare for Bulacan. They have recovered, but of course, Spartan can always come back, beginning with this basket. And a bonus free throw coming for John Joseph Batilo. Look at that. Well-read pass. And good body control. Look at that. Batilo twisting his body in many ways just to make that shot possible. So now a bonus free throw coming for John Joseph Batilo. It also speaks well of the conditioning of Batilo. His flexibility. You know, despite his bulk, he has a very flexible body and he competes. The three-point play. The lead of Bulacan is down again to 3. But let's see how Bulacan will respond. You know, they got rattled earlier when Quezon came charging back. Extra pass! Oh! Very unselfish play. Very unselfish play, and Fajardo been warning his teammates confident. Layup is short. Battle for it. Won by the Republicans. Open basketball. Another extra pass. A turnover by the Republicans. Helter-skelter basketball. It's with Stan. Bakay, no look! And Fajardo with the block. And it goes out of bounds. It will go the way of the blue shirts of Bulacan. So they will now slow things down after those helter-skelter moments earlier. Might as well catch your breath. Pacing. We still have the second half. Good roll to the basket by Fajardo. And he has hacked. Well, I guess, you know, they know that they know Dominic Fajardo's credentials. Like what I said, he is an MVP in the Universities and Colleges Basketball League. And remember guys, ang Chooks-to-Go, Pilipinas NBL ay hatid sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go. Ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan, garantisado, zero antibiotics. Kaya safe na safe kainin. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Second free throw coming for Mr. MVP, Dominic Fajardo. Five is the lead of Bulacan. Quezon though on the warpath. Bounce pass. And stolen by Nesho. Fajardo in transition, but the pass was too strong. Well, I guess since this is the first game, you can say our players are not yet in mid-season form. So maybe after a game or two, maybe Fajardo can easily feel that outlet pass by Nesho. Of course, these two, they go a long way together. They've been teammates since college. And a foul given up by Operio. Meanwhile, the starting front line of Celso and Ernest Reyes will return. And these two were very critical in the opening salvo of Bulacan. But like what we see right now in our scoreboard, Quezon has come, Sulong Stan has come back and made this a ball game. In fact, they even grabbed the lead for some time. It will be a sideline inbound for Calvario. And he will look for a teammate. It's Bakay who receives, but he's quite far from the basket. They have to move the ball closer. Balakel is back. Fires a three. No good. Ball stays with the white shirts of Stan. Bakay! No! Tip by Balakel. Balakel keeps it alive. You know, Balakel may not be as tall as the frontliners of the Republicans, but he really has a spring in his jump. So baseline inbound by Marvin Balakel. Fake, extra pass. Oh, Balakel was too deep. Ball will stay with Sulong Stan. 8 minutes on the shot clock. 3:29 in the game clock of the first half. 8 seconds. Lob inside. Again, good defense by the Republicans. Open three. No. Oh, no, backs out. But Bulacan gets control. Nesho feeding Reyes. Oh boy, very unselfish play. RJ Ramirez with 2 points from that Ernest Reyes assist. 7 now is the lead for Bulacan, 51-44, 3 minutes left in the first half. Calvario still to Bakay. Balakel asking for it. Balakel for three! Short! Nesho. He will run and run some more. Corner three. Offline. Spartan on the warpath. Oh, 2 points for Batilo. John Joseph Batilo. Good body control. Celso hook shot. It's an air ball. Very rare hook shot that goes air ball. All right, new player here for Sulong Stan, number 3, Richie Aquino. We are nearing the 2-minute warning for the first half. Balakel, hounded by Reyes, hands it off to Bakay. Balakel providing the double screen. Bakay is free. No! Celso with the authoritative rebound. And the double team, that's a foul. Ron Kamwa will trip to the line. Sulong Stan in the penalty. Okay, free throws now for Ron Kamwa. His full name is Ronifer. Of course, his nickname is Ron Kamwa. Six-point lead being enjoyed at the moment by the Republicans of Bulacan. Okay, Ron makes his free throw. Ups their lead to 7, 53-46. And a foul given up. So that foul by Kamwa will send Bakay to the line. And Bakay is good on his first free throw. On your screen, Coach Mel Alas. Two for two for Bakay. Oh, steal by Balakel. Bakay from the side. Yes! And now Coach Macapagal would like to settle down his Republicans. He calls a timeout. Look at this, a interception by Balakel leads to this open basket for June Bakay. And we'll be back for more of your Chooks-to-Go NBL. Stay there, please.
Once again, this may be very safety protocol, and following the social distancing at all times.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
We have a violation there. We have a Spartan on the floor. An offensive foul on Christian Nesho. See, here's what happened. Okay, Reyes wants to inbound the ball. But before he could inbound the ball, we see Nesho giving a karate chop to June Bakay. And that will hurt, for sure. Lead of Bulacan is 3. They cross the timeline. Reyes, Ernest Reyes, Celso. Shot clock is down to 9. Yes! Nesho with the three-point bomb. And what a time to come. Lead is now doubled to 6. A minute left in the first half. Bulacan against two defenders. He has earned the respect of the Republicans. He forces it. And it's a turnover. And they run out of real estate. They go out of bounds. So it is a extra pass. Christian Nesho. Again, I will say this like a broken record. He will never go wrong with the extra pass. So now it's the turn of Coach Alas to call a timeout. That's our score, and we'll be back with the balance of this first half. You're watching the Chooks NBL Chairman's Cup. Stay there, please. We'll be back.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan.
And we'd like to remind our fans, this game and the NBL, the whole tournament is under the section and supervision of the Games and Amusements Board under, of course, the Honorable Chairman Abraham Mitra. We are live and direct here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. That's our score, 56-50. 42.7 seconds left before we call it a half. Sulong stands, Spartan with possession. They want to trim this lead, entering the halftime break, and take valuable momentum into the second half. Whoa, traveling on the Spartan. So I guess it is now the turn of Bulacan. We have a 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock, so there's a chance that Quezon, the Spartan, can still have the final say. Celso, another offensive rebound and a putback. Shot clock is off. Last basket time here for the Spartan. A foul away from the ball. Ramirez with the foul. So that will send Aquino to the free throw line. That's Ritzy Aquino. First one is no good for Aquino. He spells his name R-I-C-H-Z-I-E. So that's Rich Z. Second free throw coming here for Aquino. 8.3 left in the game clock. It's good. So again, last shot time here for the Republicans. Let's see what they'll do. Ernest attacking, and Ernest, oh boy, Ernest stepped on the line. So this time, another chance for the Spartan to have the last say. Let's see. Oh! Stepping on the line before he could inbound the ball for Bakay. So we have a ping-pong basketball here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Coach Mel Alas can only scratch his head in frustration. Celso, time winding down. Reyes! No. So the buzzer sounds for the first half. And our score, 58-51, a 7-point lead for the Bulacan Republicans. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the first half. Beautiful slice drive to the basket by Cruz. A good body control there. by John Joseph Batilo. Meanwhile, Opelio, very unselfish play to Dominic Fajardo. Great outlet pass again for Batilo. And that's basically the story. Our halftime score 58-51. Stand by for the second half. Stay with us for more of the Chooks-to-Go NBL Chairman's Cup 2021. Stay there, please.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah.
And good day again, basketball fans. You are just in time for the halftime break here at the Chooks-to-Go NBL Chairman's Cup 2021 live and direct from the Brenzigiao Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga. Anthony Servino here at courtside. And again, that's our score. A 7-point lead for the Bulacan DF Republicans, 58-51. That's right. Again, let's take some numbers from that first half. But before that, let's look at some highlights from Joseph Celso. Of course, Joseph Celso, a Mythical 5 awardee in the previous NBL. 3-point shot added to his arsenal. And look at this, Celso crashing the boards. Of course, he is one of the tallest, if not the tallest, player on either side. See Joseph Celso. And of course, when you talk about Joseph Celso, he has 11 points in the first half alone. And he is really ripping it. Look at the numbers. Now, you'll be surprised. Percentages are quite even, but it's free throws that has been the edge for the Republicans. And points in the paint, not that much. It's also the second chance points that is doing the Republicans a lot of good. And another stat that I looked at, you'll be surprised. Because when you look at the court, meanwhile, by the way, here are leading scorers. Like what I said, Celso with 11, JM Cruz with 8, Ernest Reyes 7, Paulo Andres 6. On the other side, Sulong Stan, the Spartan, relying on the combination of Marvin Balakel with 14 and their point guard, June Bakay. Meanwhile, the likes of John Joseph Batilo and Kent Gilliam providing the shock of the bench. That's why they were able to come back. So again, you can see that Coach Alas has done adjustments. I was talking about the Republicans. So when you look at them on your screen, they're the team in blue, by the way. They look really tall. But you know, you'll be surprised when you look at the halftime numbers. Sulong Stan has beat them in rebounds 26-18. So the smaller Spartan has out-rebounded the much taller Republicans. Of course, on your screen is another key player for the Republicans. Meanwhile, remember guys, ang Chooks-to-Go Pilipinas NBL Chairman's Cup ay hatid sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan, garantisado, zero antibiotics. Kaya ano, safe na safe kumain ng Chooks-to-Go. And after this game, I am very hungry. I will eat Chooks-to-Go. One whole. I will not share. Because it's masarap kahit walang sauce. So we are now ready for the second half. Both teams have had their lemon time break. And if you're wondering what that means, well, because, well, even before, they would, you know, they would feed the players lemons for them to have some extra energy for the second half. So that's why it's called the lemon time break. I don't know if they have lemons right now, both of these teams, but for sure, Coach Mel Alas, Coach John Paul Makapakal of Bulacan, definitely they had a lot to say to their players during that halftime huddle. And let's see how the players will respond. Okay, so few seconds gone by, no score yet. Bulacan on the way, no. And Reyes is rejected. So we can say that despite the big disparity in size, the Sulong Stan is able to stand toe-to-toe with the Republicans. You see, look at that. They're able to bother. See, those are supposed to be easy shots, but again, there's two ways to look at it. So many attempts for Bulacan. That's good. But again, also credit the defense of Sulong Stan for bothering Bulacan, because that should have just been one shot. One easy shot under the basket. All right, chance now. And let's see, it's a foul. Whoa, a third foul now on Christian Nesho. You better watch it. So no signal from Coach Makapagal if he will be replaced. Attack, drop pass, Balacan is hammered! Wow. And it's a clean block. It's a clean block. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Balacan, 6 of his defender. Oh, he's blocked again! Reyes in transition. Reyes! Success! Wow. I mean, look at that. Look at that assist. Let's take a look at this assist again. And remember, ang swabbing assist is brought to you by Chooks-to-Go. 100% zero antibiotics. Ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Di ba, bossing? Yeah, gusto ni Vic Sota yan. Cruz crashing the boards. And this is very important again for Bulacan. Like what I said, though, they have to take advantage of the fact that they are taller than the Spartan. But again, we were really surprised that when we saw the stats report at halftime, Spartan won the battle of the rebounds. No, J.M. Cruz in that first half, he had 8 points and 2 rebounds in that first half. But here's the thing, 8 points, but he did that 8 points in only 6 minutes. Now that's efficiency with a capital E. Back to a 13-point lead, a steal! Oh, trail job, Cruz! Cruz stays with it, and it's off the hip of J.M. Cruz. So some substitutes here now for Coach Alas. Sanggalang will check back in. He saw action in the first half. And of course, first time on the floor, number 5, Heinz Umbright. Barakel attacks and he gets 2 points. You know, it's been a while since I've seen Heinz. Since he was playing for St. Clair, he has put on some weight. Fajardo, quick to respond. Back to a Baker's dozen lead, 13 points for the Republicans. Umbright, first touch of the basket, kicks it out. Back to Umbright. 6 seconds on the shot clock, down to 4, 3. And it's an offensive foul on Umbright. He has put on a lot of weight since I saw him play for the St. Clair Saints in the NASCU. Of course, he was under Coach Gino Manansala. That winning program there in Caloocan. Of course, St. Clair, my good friend, Dr. Ernesto J. Adalem. And a duty foul given up, more of a frustration foul there by Sanggalang. Now, after losing that ball, he had no choice but to foul. And the Bulacan bench is demanding for an unsportsmanlike foul that they will not get it. So the MVP, Dominic Fajardo, will do the inbound. So I guess in the Philippines, you can say Fajardo and MVP is synonymous with each other. So again, it's going to be another inbound for Dominic Fajardo. And Nesho, by the way, is still in the game, despite incurring 3 fouls. Nesho, no. Ball tap. It's still with Nesho. And Nesho making the pass, but takes matters into his own hands. He gets 2 more points to his account. 15 is the lead for the Republicans. Bakay against Nesho. Screen used by Bakay. Great defense. Sanggalang to Umbright. Umbright using his body. Great hook shot. And again, you know, every big man must have a hook shot because Umbright is the tallest player on the lineup of Sulong Stan. Let's see what gives. Oh, a loose ball foul on J.M. Cruz. And that's the cue for Coach Macapagal to bring back Joseph Celso. I believe there will come a time again, perhaps in the 4th, for sure, that Coach Macapagal may want to field his twin towers of Celso and Cruz at the same time. Of course, he did that in the first quarter. Here's a steal by the Republicans. Nesho! Whoa! Wow! Bakay to Umbright. Umbright has 4 points. Celso to Fajardo. Think about this, Fajardo and Reyes plus the Twin Towers. Then you have Nesho. Wow, that's a big lineup if ever. Oh, Nesho! What's your height? What's your height? Oh, Nesho with a steal! We've been talking about the bigs of Bulacan. The little guy, Nesho. Oh, Celso! He had a 3 earlier, not this time. Bakay. And a dish off, no good. Of course, Bakay was forced to pass because of all the tall defenders. Fajardo! Too strong. All right, Bakay. For 3. Air ball. Suddenly, before you know it, the lead of Bulacan is up to 15. Take a look at this. Nesho on 5th gear. Nesho will not be denied. And we have a, this time Nesho from the side. But he gets the pass. And we'll be back after this timeout. You're watching the Chooks-to-Go NBL Champions Cup. Stay there, please.
Once again, please be reminded of our safety protocol. Always
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papat.
Back to live action here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Andy Cervino live and direct of courtside to bring you every bit of the action as it unfolds at the 2021 Chooks-to-Go NBL Chairman's Cup. I hope you enjoy watching this game as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Juan Camo is back in the ball game. They feed Celso at the low blocks, and Celso! But look at that. Okay, here's what we've been waiting for. Coach Pacapagal with the Twin Towers. Cruz coming from the weak side to tip in the miss by Celso. And you know, with the Twin Towers in the court, that will definitely do wonders for Bulacan, just like in the first quarter. Of course, it was only broken up when Celso was forced to sit down for 3 minutes because of an unsportsmanlike foul. Otherwise, it has been a very good game for Joseph Celso. And scramble for the ball. Referees call a little luck. Ball go the way of the Spartan. So suddenly, Bulacan has gone berserk here in the third period. Oh, great high-low play. But again, good defense there by the Republicans to bother things. Kamwa. Kamwa still. Kamwa all the way. Is denied. And we have a timeout. We have a timeout called, and of course Bulacan enjoying now this 17-point lead, and we'll be back with the rest of this ball game. You're watching the NBL Chairman's Cup. Stay there, please.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan.
Of course, we'd like to remind you for our upcoming games. So we play only on weekends. So next weekend we'll be back here at Brenzy Giao for games on Saturday and Sunday. Of course, those are the games on Saturday. It's going to be well. If you want to know the schedule, just visit the Facebook page of NBL Pilipinas. And everything is there. Schedules, photos, videos of this game. In fact, you can watch this game again on the Facebook page of NBL Pilipinas in case you missed something. or you are just busy to watch it live, you can catch it later on demand, for free. Again, look at that. The defense, the interior defense of Bulacan is a big problem here for Sulong Stan. Of course, Stan, they need stops. They cannot just trade basket here with Bulacan. As Ryan Operio punches it through. Again, Ryan Operio, the star player of STI Balagtas. Okay, Orteliano with a response. They need more of that. Again, like what I said, they cannot just trade baskets. Celso for three. Air ball. He is 1 out of 3 from 3-point distance. And he is enjoying a little light moment with his teammate J.M. Cruz. At the line for his free throws, this is John Kenneth Reyes, or Kenneth Reyes. First one is no good. Look at this. Here's that interior defense of Bulacan, but again, a very good move there by the Spartans. Well, hopefully that move will inspire them to get back in this game. Of course, we still have 4:49. We're just past the halfway point of the third, and of course the whole fourth quarter ahead of us. Lots of time for Quezon to come back. So more subs here as both coaches continuing to play the chess game, so to speak, shuffling their men to find a winning combination. But look at the defense of Bulacan. It is a sight to behold. Look at the clearance. Operio on open court. Oh! For his height and length, Operio can run the floor very well. But okay, we haven't heard from Marvin in a long time. And I guess the silence of Marvin has greatly affected the chances of the Spartans. 3 on the way, yes! J-Mar Calvario giving Spartan size of life. Oh, what a move there by the MVP, Dominic Fajardo. I guess he is proving why he is the MVP of the Universities and Colleges Basketball League. Extra pass, Operio! And Operio's hammered. No choice but to give up the foul for Spartan. Again, look at the transition game. Like what I said, look at the length and height of Operio. You know, with his height and length, he can eat, and the way he handles the ball, he can play guard position. Look at that great MVP type move from Fajardo. Meanwhile, as we are enjoying these highlights, Operio is at the free throw line, adding to their lead, which stands now at 19 and counting. You know, it's still the third quarter, but this early, I tell you, we are going to have a hard time selecting our best player because, you know, there are a lot of fine performances on both teams, Bulacan and Sulong Stan. And whichever team will come up the winner, they have a lot of candidates for best player. Operio. Oh, what a pass! What a precise pass! 2 more points for the Republicans. And that just verifies what I said earlier. You know, maybe Opelio can be groomed later on to be a tall point guard. You know, give this team a different dimension. Let's look at the replay. See, very tall point guard, Ryan Opelio. Such a precise pass. Kenneth Reyes, the willing recipient of the assist. Meanwhile, free throws here for Kent Giab. I guess Bulacan came in like a big truck and it hit the Spartan. Well, of course, still a lot of time for the Spartan to recover. Lots of basketball still. All is not lost for the boys of Coach Mel Alas. Foul is on Amandi. Penalty now for the Spartan. At the line, let's take a look at Jerick Sumampong. Ernest Reyes will check back in. So we are really impressed with this lineup of Bulacan. So many possibilities for their young coach Macapagal, Coach Paul John Macapagal. (84-63). Bakay attacking, and Bakay will not be denied. The defense of Quezon has been activated. Foul on Calvario. Meanwhile, Krabs has hit one of the Spartan. That's number 7. Oh, that's Bakay. I guess. So he hurt himself. He rolled his ankle after that daredevil drive. Ooh. I can only close my eyes. I cannot look. Of course, we've seen a lot of worse injuries in our years. You know, calling games for different leagues all over the Philippines. And we wish June Bakay a speedy recovery. Of course, they need him, especially with the full fourth quarter ahead of us. Giaba showing us his strength, ha? Kaya niyang buhatin yung kanyang point guard. At the line, the MVP, Dominic Fajardo. He was the MVP of the first UCBL, so we're talking here 2017. Oh, sorry, 2015. And that is really an act of sportsmanship. But that's a sportsmanship moment na yan. Si Keith Giab, ang ating manok ng bayan of the game, hatid sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan, garantisadong zero antibiotics. Now, it's very nice to have a teammate like that who cares for you. He is willing to give you a lift, literally. Sevilla announcing his presence with that basket. So big stop here for Sulong Stan. Hopefully they can get, they can probably trim this margin just a bit and they can have momentum entering the fourth quarter. But not with plays like that. Oh, good counter steal though. Bounce pass is too bouncy. It'll go out of bounds. Mercado will check back in. Baseline inbound. Bothered. Nesho! Trying to stop. Oh, what a good recognition. Very unselfish basketball by Christian Nesho, making RJ Ramirez 2 points richer. Well, at this point, we can say that there is better teamwork on the part of the Republicans. As we take a look again at this very unselfish assist by Nesho. And of course, Ramirez will make sure that Nesho, his effort will not go in vain. He puts in the 2 points. At the line, number 25 for Sulong Stan, Jared Kyle Sevilla. As the MVP, Dominic Fajardo, will sit down. Sevilla, second rims out. Bounce pass to the cutter. Oh boy, 2 more points for Batak. Let's see. An offensive foul on number 21, Ortiliano, and Ortiliano is still in a state of disbelief. Okay, Ortiliano with, oh yes, because Ortiliano extended his foot as he took the jump shot. Meanwhile, Ortiliano, I believe, is in pain, so is forced to call a timeout. And with that, it's a 20-point lead for Bulacan. Stay with us for more of the 2021 Chooks-to-Go NBL Chairman's Cup. Only here. Stay there, please.
Ng maktapakan, bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ang pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah.
Back to live action. We got 1 minute and 9 seconds left before we call a third period. Andy Cervino, live and direct here from the Brenzy Giao Convention Center in the city of San Fernando, Pampanga. The Sulong Stan SparTANs. Good timeout there by Sulong Stan. They score. But of course, the story right now, folks, it has been domination by the Bulacan Republicans, especially here in the second half, where they have pulled away significantly. We see RJ Ramirez just dancing in the paint there. So the third foul now on John Joseph Batilo. At the line, take a look at RJ Ramirez. And these free throws by RJ are brought to you by Chooks-to-Go, the 100% zero antibiotics, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Free throws are good for RJ. Still a 20-point lead for the Republicans. Batilo to the side. No good. Batilo battling for it. Batilo still. Batilo. One-on-one move. No go. Reyes decides against it. He will give it to his point guard, Nesho, who has done a more than superior performance today. I say superior is not enough to describe the performance of Christian Nesho. They move the ball around, but game clock runs out, and at the end of 3 quarters, our score stands 90-70, a 20-point lead by the Bulacan Republicans over the Sulungstan Quezon Spartan. And we'll be back with the conclusion of this game, the 4th period. But before that, we have some highlights to discuss. All right, here's this extra pass that leads to 2 points for the Spartan. That's right. But otherwise, it has been all Bulacan. Yes, that last shot will count. So it's 90-72, our score at the break. So we'll be back with the 4th period. Stay with us for more of your Chooks-to-Go NBL Chairman's Cup.
Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Highlights from that 3rd period. As you can see, the Twin Towers, Joseph Celso and JM Cruz just dominating underneath. Ryan Opelio with a sleek move to the basket, but it has been a Christian Nesho show as he feeds RJ Ramirez for the basket. Whoa, boy. A lot of adjustments in store for Coach Mel Alas and Sulungstan in this 4th period if they want to win this game. It's still possible. Lots of time left on the clock. And again, the interior defense of Bulacan manifesting itself early. 3rd foul now on Dominic Fajardo. At the line, John Joseph Batilo. First, Batilo has been extra active on the floor. What with the injury to their starting point guard, June Bakay. June Bakay hurt himself driving for a layup in the 3rd period, and until now has yet to be cleared to return to action. And let's hope that June is okay. In fact, he had to be carried out by his teammates. He could not walk off. He could not walk out of the court on his own power, which is a disturbing sign. But nonetheless, though, we wish nothing but the best for June Bakay. Hope he recovers quickly because his team needs him right now. Sideline inbound for the Spartan. Of course, team owned by Representative Helen Tan of Quezon. It's the pass. And again, that interior has been very airtight for Bulacan. No, Spartan having a hard time penetrating it. So that last foul was on Ernest Reyes, his 4th foul. At the line, this is Sevilla. And I guess, they really need all the help that they can get, but they cannot afford to miss even simple free throws like that. See, what am I talking about? The Spartans, through the first 3 quarters, they are shooting 11 out of 17. That's only 64.7%. But Bulacan, they're worse. They are shooting 19 out of 34. Yes, they have lots of attempts, but they also have lots of misses. Celso! Yes. You know, when you think about it, if Bulacan will improve on their free throw significantly, I mean, this lead will not just be 20 points. In fact, the Spartans should be thankful that Bulacan is having trouble with their free throws. So at least it keeps them within striking distance to come back and try to steal this game. Remember, fans of the Spartan, all is not lost. Your team is continuing to fight in this fourth quarter. And that's the attitude that we'd like to see in all our teams. So all the 11 teams in the NBL Chairman's Cup. Of course, you have the two teams that are debuting today, the Bulacan and Chooks-to-Go. Of course, the 9 other teams. We have the, of course, the home team. Where we are right now, the Pampanga Delta. Of course, we have the from the Metro Manila area. We have the Taguig Generals, Muntinlupa Emeralds, and the Parañaque Aces. There's also the other team from Quezon Province, the Quezon Barons, the Laguna Pistons. Did I forget a team? Oh, the Zamboanga Valientes. Yes. So play on, says the ref. And right, good presence of mind there by the Republicans. So instead of stopping, they just continued playing. Of course, the Laguna Pistons, another team to complete our 11-team cast. So again. It's free throws, guys. It's free throws. Of course, I like this matchup underneath, huh? Umbright versus Celso. I mean, these two have had their share of battles back in the NASCO when Celso was with Centro Escolar and Umbright with St. Clair. That was a rivalry, one of the great rivalries in the NASCO in the mid-2010s. So that means that was 6 years ago. Parang kailan lang. I mean, a lot has changed ever since, especially among the players. Like what I said, look at the free throws. So many misses by both teams. Traveling on the Republicans. So suddenly, the scoring pace here in the fourth quarter has gone down a bit. After that, you can say crazy. I can't find the word. It's a crazy third period for the Republicans. Meanwhile, again, this is good to see. Spartan with size of life after that three-point shot lead us down to 19. 94-75. Kamwa, kick out to the side. No, Celso and Umbright clears it. Again, I like to see this battle. It brings back memories of their college days. Umbright, spin move. And Umbright using his heft to his advantage. So at the line, this is Heinz Umbright. Okay. Let's now prepare for the second free throw of Heinz. Joseph Celso will sit down. This is Heinz Umbright. Too strong this time. Republicans. And look at this, 3 players, the 3 Spartan, are collapsing on Ramirez as he attacks the goal. So at the line, RJ Ramirez. Good on his free throw. Alright, let's see him make 2 for 2. Kes Giab is back. And again, still no sign. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be we're gonna call it a night for June Bakay. It seems that he will not return. He has already changed his uniform. He has already put on civilian clothes. That's what we see. That we're just telling you what's happening on the Spartan bench. And he's being treated because I saw him hop to a chair to receive treatment. Meanwhile, another Spartan is on the floor. This is Kent Giab, who has a bad landing. But it looks like Giab is okay. He's made of strong materials. Of course, we remember Giab. He did a very sportsman-like act earlier of carrying his teammate June Bakay out of the court. Cruz will wait for his teammates. All right, Kamwa will set it up. Back to Cruz. Cruz having trouble. Gives it to Reyes. And Kamwa was not ready to receive. So chance now here for the Spartan to trim the lead. They still have 7 minutes and change to make this ball game interesting. And the steal completed by Kenneth Reyes. The 2 Reyes are on the floor at the same time. Balakel to Giab. Umbright asking for it, but Giab attacks the basket. And Giab fishes the foul. It's going to be, I believe, on... Yes, it's on J.M. Cruz. At the line, Kent Giab. Of course, Giab, now to his credit, Giab has provided energy. Meanwhile, Joseph Celso will come back together with Paulo Andres. And Cruz will sit down. But then again, J.M. Cruz, very efficient in this game. Giab with the free throw. Hey, I like what's happening. Oh, by the way, look at the assist. It's almost even. Just 1 assist better for Bulacan, 22-21. Of course, at the start, Bulacan had better teamwork, but eventually, Sulong stand settled down. That's why they were able to make the game exciting, especially in the second period. But of course, it was in the third period that Bulacan started to step it up. Great side step, And Mercado is rewarded with a bonus free throw. So again, 7 minutes. 7 minutes is the time left for the Spartan to rally and reverse the result to their favor. Floating shot by Kenneth Reyes. Celso offensive rebound, losing it. Active hands by the Spartan. Mercado to Umbre! Yes! And with that, Coach Macapagal needs a timeout. He senses something wrong. Very unselfish play. Oh wait, this is the bonus. And here's the unselfish pass to Hines for the deuce. Timeout Republicans, we'll be back for more of your Chooks-to-Go NBL Champions Cup. Stay there, please.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan.
And welcome back, NBL fans. Let's look at these highlights from Christian Nesho. Of course, cold-blooded side jumper. Nesho, this time attacking the rim. And what else can he do? He can also run the break. Christian Nesho did a little bit of everything. Now, this is an interesting stat. Oh, by the way, 10, 5, 6, 4. Oh, good stat line there for Christian Nesho. So, again, Christian Nesho doing a little bit of everything. So, here's a nice experiment we're seeing here by Bulacan. Nesho is handling the ball less, and he's having his taller teammate Andres handle the ball more. So let's see what Coach Macapagal wants to achieve with this. Okay, whistle. Let's see. Oh, a foul on number 15, Ryan Opelio. So 5 fouls on Opelio. And just to let our fans know, it's 6 fouls and you're gone here, okay? It's 6 fouls and you're gone. Not 5, but 6, because the NBL is a professional league. Coach Mel Alas. Of course, you can see in his eyes that he's in deep thought. And so far, so good for Coach Alas, because the lead of Bulacan is down to a dozen, 97-85. It was it was 21 at one point. So the adjustments of Coach Alas paying dividends. He has 6 more minutes to change their fate. Of course, they have to box out. They cannot allow Celso and the other bigs of Bulacan to dominate the boards. Oh, good movement without the ball. Everything but the shot, though. And right now, well, we understand Quezon, the SparTAN is rushing things because, like when I said, time is not on their side. But when you say rushing things, you don't need to say that to Christian Nesho. He has rush written all over his mind right now. Floater. And another clearance by Celso. Fajardo. What will he do? Fajardo will attack. Sidestep. Yes. You can say, you know, Dominic Fajardo is very deceiving. You know, all of a sudden, he will just give you an explosive move to the basket. And right now, we need stops. Quezon Sulong Stan fans, they want their SparTANs to have stops. They cannot trade baskets with the Republicans. Now more and more substitutions. All right, we'll discuss more about that after this timeout called by the Republicans, and we'll be back for more of the Chooks-to-Go NBL Champions Cup. Stay there, please.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong
NBL fans, feast your eyes on this move by Christian Nesho. Talagang tinibog niya. At ang chibog of the game na ito, ang malupit na chibog of the game ni Christian Nesho ay hatid sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. And now Fajardo, give it to who else? Christian Nesho. Alright, Fajardo gets the ball back from Nesho using the Ernest Reyes screen. This time it's Kenneth Reyes. Wow, beautiful music being played here by the Bulacan Republicans. You know, Governor Daniel Fernando must be a very happy man watching this game. Nesho! And just when you thought that the Spartan would be closing in, here comes Bulacan roaring back with a response. Steal by J.M. Cruz. Oh! And now Coach Mel Alas has to press the timeout button. Lead is up to 21 on this very, oh boy, words cannot describe this running game by the Bulacan Republicans. And we'll be back for more action from the 2021 Chooks-to-Go NBL after this commercial break. Stay with us, please.
Ang handang tapakan, bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah. Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong
You know, I am running out of words, ladies and gentlemen, NBL fans. I am running out of words to describe the superior play of this man on your screen right now, Christian Nesho, the product of the Bulacan State University Gold Gear. Meanwhile, Kenneth Reyes gives up his fourth foul. All right, look at Christian Nesho and look at the sweat. Look at that. Last time we checked, look at his numbers now. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals. Again, a little bit of everything for Christian Nesho. I am not surprised if one of these days, if not maybe tonight, Nesho might go home with a triple-double. Giab! Batting underneath, but Fajardo hands out to the ball like it meant his life. And you know, you like this attitude. Now, if you're Coach Macapagal, you like this attitude being shown by your players. Because now, despite this big 19-point lead with 3 minutes and change to go, you know, they are playing. They are playing like they are playing catch-up. Talking about the Republicans. Reyes, Ernest Reyes. Again, there are two Reyeses on the floor. Kenneth and Ernest. This is Ernest, the bigger one. Reyes gets a foul from Aquino. At the line, Ernest Reyes. Good. So now RJ Ramirez will replace Kenneth Reyes. So up to this point, both coaches, especially Coach Macapagal, continue to shuffle their lineups. Well, I guess this is a chance for him also to, for both coaches rather, Coach Alas, Coach Macapagal, to see, they want to check combinations that they can use later on, because remember, this is a long tournament. It's a single round robin. They will be playing 10 games each before we proceed to the playoffs. That's 10 games. Too much mustard on that play there, but a steal by Nesho. And 2 more points. Now suddenly, triple-double is not enough. So suddenly, the quadruple-double sounds nice for Christian Nesho. He has potential quadruple-double written on him. Giyab not quitting. We are nearing the last 2 minutes. Reyes is blocked. Again, if you're Coach Mel Alas, you like the body language being exhibited by your players. I will discuss more about body language after this timeout called by Coach Paul John Macapagal and the Republicans. That's your score, 112-91. We'll be back after this commercial break. Stay tuned for more Chooks-to-Go NBL Chairman's Cup.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Back to live action, Andy Servino here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center to bring you the final 2 minutes and 5 seconds of this first game of the season, the Chooks-to-Go 2021 NBL Chairman's Cup. It has been a very entertaining game, to say the least. It has been domination by the Bulacan Republicans here in the second half. As the Coliseum Barker announces the last 2 minutes, we have a whistle. Richie Aquino with his second foul, and then we'll send RJ Ramirez to the line for more free throws. Now on the part of Quezon, the Sulong Stan Spartan. Now for Coach Mel Alas, again, he should be happy because you like the body language being shown by his players. So even if they are behind by this much, they are still playing like they are in the game. The score right now, it's a 21-point lead for Bulacan. But you can say with less than 2 minutes to go, we are just waiting for the final score. But no, first thing that comes to mind, if you're Quezon, if you're Sulong Stan, the Spartan, you want the final deficit to be as low as possible because you might need it later on in the tournament, especially when there are tiebreakers, because we will be using the point differential in resolving ties, just in case. Also, another thing that should come to mind, they should try to reduce the final margin because it will look nice in tomorrow. It will look nicer when they read about it, let's say in the internet or in the newspapers tomorrow. Like for example, Bulgar, it will come out in the newspapers tomorrow. So when they read about it, the margin won't be that big. But then again, kudos to both these teams for a well-played game. So regardless of the result, it has been a very good start for the first professional season of the National Basketball League. And if this game is an indication of things to come, we expect, more exciting games especially when we resume next week here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Now more teams will be making their debut. So we will get to witness the different flavors of basketball among the 11 participating teams. Because, I believe there are just as many styles of basketball as there are teams here in the NBL. And for sure, when these styles clash, it will make for very good entertainment. Of course, but sports fans have been hungry and thirsty for professional basketball for some time, and the NBL has addressed that need by providing entertainment, no, not just entertainment, but also inspiration to the Filipino people that yes, we can overcome our current problems as a nation. And sports is one way of showing that yes, we can go back to normal and we can live our lives as we used to. And it begins with our idols here on the basketball court. Of course, these homegrown players are all role models back in their provinces. As Fajardo punches 2 more points, we're just waiting for the final score. Lead is down to 12. As you can probably say that Bulacan has relaxed a little bit too early. But then again, the lead was too big to overcome for the Sulungstan Spartan coming all the way from the province of Quezon. Of course, the man on the line right now, John Joseph Batilo, has been one of the few bright spots and one of the building blocks for Coach Mel Alas. I mean, Batilo has played well in this game, and I think Coach Alas can build on his performance in their succeeding games. Of course, a big factor was the injury to their starting point guard, June Bakay, and with the injury to Bakay, it has greatly affected the performance of Sulungstan as a whole. So we're just giving away the final, 13 seconds and counting. Offensive rebound. Oh, a foul given up by the Spartan. Foul on number 23, Amandi. And that will mean 6 fouls for Amandi. He will sit down, but we have only 8 seconds left before we write finish to this ball game. It's one ball game for the Republicans. At the line, Sumampong. Of course, you want to have some points to your name, so you can read your name in the box scores in the newspaper tomorrow, like Bulgar. So 2 for 2 for Sumampong. And they'll just cross the line. I don't know if the Spartan will shoot. And that's the buzzer. That's the buzzer. So our final score, a victory for the team in blue, the Bulacan Republicans, 116-94. 22 is the final winning margin. And we'll be back to wrap up this game with our best player and, of course, our other post-game traditions. Stay with us.
Makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng puso handang makipagsabayan.
The final score after 4 quarters, 116-94, a well-fought 22-point win for the Bulacan Republicans over the Sulong-Stan Spartan. And of course, our best player of the game is no other than their guard, Christian Nesho. Look at these highlights by Nesho. Oh boy, you know, with a performance like that, walang inatasan at hindi mapipigilan si Christian, ang ating manok ng bayan of the game. Hatid sa inyo ng Chooks-to-Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan, garantisado, zero antibiotics. Another first from Bounty Agro Ventures Incorporated. Look at those highlights. You know, mapapabilib ka talaga sa performance na yan ni Christian Nesho. Of course, we have our best player, Christian. Christian, your first game bilang isang professional basketball player, ano ang tumatakbo sa utak mo ngayon? Yes, okay, ulitin natin ha, Christian. Tapos lang una mong laro bilang isang professional basketball player. Ano tumatakbo sa utak mo ngayon? Okay. Sige. Okay, sige. Ulitin natin. There you have it. Our best player of the game, Christian Nesho of the Bulacan DF Republicans. That's his score line. Look at that. A little bit of everything. 18 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals. Okay, Christian, anong tumatakbo sa utak mo? No, tapos na ang first game mo bilang isang professional basketball player. Anong tumatakbo sa utak mo ngayon? Christian, bago tong game na to, wala ka bang special na paghahanda? Kasi syempre, this is history. No, finally, ikaw na ay mabibilang sa mga professional players ng Pilipinas. Ay. Sige. Sige. Alright, Christian, before the game, wala ka bang ibang naramdaman dahil, you know, mapapabilang ka na sa mga hanay ng professional players. No? Kahalay mo na yung mga, sabihin na natin, mga idolo mo nung kabataan mo.
Dream come true to na maging professional basketball player ako. Nagpapasalamat ako kay Gob Daniel Fernando at Boss Romy na inayang magpasok yung Bulacan Republicans. Ako si Christian Sinesio, certified homegrown ng Bulacan Republicans.
Alright, there you have it. Ang ating best of the game, ang ating manok ng bayan, Christian Nesho of the Bulacan Republicans. Of course, we are expecting more performances like this from Christian. Okay, now for our highlights, tingnan natin. First quarter pa lang itong si Christian. Diyos ang galing. Great running of the break there by anchored on Ernest Reyes. Siyempre, galing yan sa pass ni Christian. Tapos, Marvin Balacael providing the resistance for the Sulong-Stan Spartan. But it's the shooting of Bulacan. Okay, look at this. Balacael trying his best to energize his team. Yes, gustong-gusto niya yung shot na yan. 27-25. 2 puntos lang ang pagitan nung halftime. Our best player, Christian Nesho, feeding his streaking teammate, very unselfish. End of the third, 90-72. Put that touch to fourth. Balacael still not giving up. Tuloy ang laban. But Nesho has other things on his mind. And now it has infected his other teammates. Talagang yung energy na hawa sa buong Republicans. Kaya ang ating final score, 116-94. And that concludes a very historic day here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center in the city of San Fernando, Pampanga. Day 1 of the 2021 Chooks-to-Go National Basketball League Champions Cup is in the books. So, on behalf of all the hardworking men and women of our broadcast crew, the officers and staff of the National Basketball League, this is Ati Sorvino. Until the next game, Philippines, see you soon. Bye.
Yeah, handa nang makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.